everyone, welcome. My name is Jocelyn and today we are doing my second ever palette bingo with this palette right here. This is the Colourpop RAINBOWLAND palette, and this palette comes with 24 shades. Again, I already did a palette bingo with this palette, but there's a lot of opportunity with this palette and I just felt like 2 palette bingos would be a good idea. These are the shades that we have left. I did pull out all of the shades that we used in the last palette bingo. So as you can see, there's a ton of color in here. We got some yellows, oranges, pinks, purples, blues. We do have a few neutrals left over. These are the shades right here that I pulled out of this palette that we used last time. So I mean, as you can see, this is a pretty basic look. I really loved the way that it turned out, and I'll link that previous palette bingo video down below. But as you can see, it's pretty low key compared to the rest of the palette. So I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and pull these ones out. That way we don't get them again, and then we'll be forced to use probably, hopefully, some beautiful colorful shades in this palette. So we are left with 19 shades. These are the shades that I'm going to be random number generating from Google to use to create an eye look on my eye today. I'm really excited. I haven't put any makeup on my face yet just because I'm using a newer foundation, one that I haven't used on my channel yet today, so I wanted to include a little bit of that. But before we do all of that, let's go ahead and random number generate the shades that we're going to be using today. If you're unfamiliar with what palette bingo is, I will have a description down below so you can kind of read a little bit more about how it works, what it is, all of that jazz. All right, so I do have pulled up on my phone a minimum of 1, a maximum of 19. This is just Google's random number generator. So we are going to generate the first shade. And it is shade number 7. I'm going this direction. So we have the first 4 shades. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh. So we have this bright pink shade. I have used that already. It's actually in a video that I've already posted on my channel. I almost pulled it out of this palette because I have used it before, but I haven't used it in a palette bingo, so I thought I would keep it in, and hey, you know what? It's the first shade that we got. So this is what that first shade is. It is the shade Solstice with the Mostest. Let's go ahead and give her a swatch. It is like a really pigmented, as you can maybe see, glitter, pink glitter shade. I think it's almost got like a blue, like a purple glitter shift to it. So here is the first shade, Solstice with the Mostest. It is a very, very beautiful, very pigmented shade. So I'm not mad that this is the first one we've pulled. On to the second shade. 3. So 1, 2, 3 is just this regular old brown shade. All right, so this is the shade Little Boat. I have not used this one yet. I can't really tell if it's cool toned or warm toned. Maybe a swatch will help us out. All right, so there are our 2 picks so far. So we have Little Boat and Solstice with the Mostest. Moving on to our third shade, 10. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have a purple shimmer shade. Okay, I haven't used this one either, I don't think. So here is a close-up of this shade. This is the shade Paradiso maybe? It's a very royal purple. This one has more of a satin finish, much less glitter in it. So here are our 3 shades so far: Solstice with the Mostest, Little Boat, and Paradiso. Okay, 4th shade. 18. Oh, that's the second to last. Well, okay. The 4th shade we have chosen is the bright yellow. There's 19 pans in this, so this is 19, which means this is 18, and it is the bright yellow, which is quite the curveball. Let's see. This is what a close-up is. It's just a very bright yellow. This is the shade Take Flight. All right, so there is Take Flight. Definitely not a bad color scheme. It's just not necessarily what I was expecting. Let's go ahead and just generate a 5th shade. We don't necessarily have to use it, but let's just see what happens. We already generated 10. All right. 6. We have not generated 6 yet. Okay. So 6 actually is one that I think could help us. So we have 4, 5, 6. So 6 is the matte purple color. This is what the shade looks like. It's just a matte purple. This is the shade Try Me. All right. There is our color story. Yeah, I think I can work with this. It's like basically almost all of the purples and pinks in the palette, which was not what I was expecting. I was definitely expecting to possibly get some of the blues or the greens or the oranges, but I didn't get any of those. I got a bunch of purples and the yellow, which I'm actually very excited about. So I am actually gonna pull all of our shades out and then pop them into their own Z palette just to keep me on track. All right, so here is our color story right here. I'm pretty excited about this. So let me go ahead and start on my face real fast. I'll do all of my face makeup. Well, actually first, let's move my hair out of the way. I'm gonna speed through most of this, but I did want to talk really fast about the foundation that I'm gonna be using today. This was sent to me recently from Octoly and from Pure Cosmetics. It is the 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie foundation. This is their long wear foundation and concealer, and I've used it a fair amount of times since I received it. I think I got it like maybe 2 weeks ago, and I was really excited when this popped up on my Octoly store because I've seen Raw Beauty Christy absolutely rave about this foundation in a bunch of her videos, and so I thought that I really wanted to give it a try. She has dry skin and I have pretty oily skin, so I wasn't totally sure if it was gonna work for me, and I like this foundation a lot. I like the way that it sits on my skin. I like the way that it looks on my skin. I don't have anything on my face right now except, you know, moisturizer. I like the way that this covers. It has medium to full coverage. It does have a pump to apply your foundation, and then if you screw off the top, it has a doe foot applicator, which I thought was really cool for concealer. And every time I go to use this, I do use it as a foundation and a concealer. This is like the only thing that I've ever found that really doesn't crease underneath my eyes. I set my under eyes anyways, no matter what, but it's crazy that this doesn't crease nearly at all under my eyes. With that being said, I do really like this. I do think that it works really well on my skin. However, it's not, I wouldn't necessarily consider it a favorite foundation just because it lasts all day, but it kind of wears off in a weird, not ideal way. It kind of looks a little tiny bit splotchy, which I think is why it probably works the best for normal to dry-ish skin. Unless you have super dry skin, then I'm not totally sure if this would work for you because this is a more medium to full coverage foundation. But it does work for me. I do enjoy wearing this a lot. I will absolutely continue to wear this. It just, again, looks a little bit like my oils break through. That's what it is. My oils break through during the day. And it doesn't look bad, like bad enough that I look in the mirror and go, ugh. But it looks, you can tell that my oils are breaking through and my face is getting pretty oily, which is why I think that it probably works the best for normal to dry skin because it sits really well on the skin and it has skincare properties in here, so it just works really well for the skin. Also, this is cruelty-free and vegan and has 100 foundation shades, which is crazy. So chances are you could find your color in this shade. It is $36. I believe you can find it at Ulta or on Pure's website. I will have it linked below. And again, this was sent to me for free from Octoly and from Pure Cosmetics. I'm gonna be putting this on my face real fast and I'll show you a couple clips of just how it applies, what it looks like, and then fast forward through the rest of the face application so we can jump right into our eyeshadow palette. All right, so I thought I would just take a pause real fast to show you that this is the side of my face that I have applied that foundation, and then this is the side that I have not applied that foundation. You can see that it definitely covers quite a bit, and it also, I don't know how well that any of it will pick up on camera. I don't have any filters on my camera, but just so you can kind of see maybe what the coverage looks like. You can still see a little bit of texture here, but that's just because, you know, some breakouts on my cheek area. All right, so here is the rest of the foundation applied. It definitely, like, I mean, I can tell that I'm wearing foundation, but I don't think that it looks super heavy on my face. It has kind of a satin type of finish to it, which I really, really like. And I think that might be in part because of the skincare benefits that are in the formula. So yeah, I really like it. And I just thought I would show you real fast just kind of what this foundation looks like in case it is one that you've been interested in or wanted to hear the review on for someone who has more oily skin, not dry, not combo. oily. I hope that was helpful to some people. So let me go ahead and finish up the application of the rest of my, you know, powder, bronzer, eyebrows, maybe some highlight, and then we will get on to the eyeshadow. All right, so we have the rest of the face makeup done. We don't have blush, and then of course my eyeshadow, liner if I want to do liner, and mascara is not on. And I also just kind of put some lip balm on. Okay, going back to our color story, I think I want to do a halo eye with the yellow in the middle, which means I'm definitely probably going to have to put a concealer down in the center, just because I don't know that it'll pop very much without a concealer. So I think we're going to put this in the center, this shade right outside of it. This will go in the crease. This will go in the outer corners, both inner and outer corners, as the deepest color. And then I think that this I'll put in between this color and this color, just to add some dimension. I might also put that color on the lower lash line. We'll have to see. But that one I think I'll use the least amount of. That's Paradiso, I think is how you say that. We're gonna start with this color and just kind of lightly blend that into the full crease area. So starting in the outer corner and also bringing it kind of into the inner crease area. We're gonna go ahead and take this e.l.f. Fluffy Eye blending brush and take the shade Lil Boat, the brown, and we're gonna start working this into the crease. Oh, actually, maybe I'll zoom you in a bit. All right, we got a whole bunch of Lil Boat down on my eyes. It actually blended pretty good. I'm very pleased with it. Next, we're gonna go in with the dark purple shade, or I guess it's just like a regular purple, just kind of like a Play-Doh purple. This is Try Me. And we're gonna start building that up in the inner and outer corners and into the crease a little bit. Hopefully this pops pretty good. This shade is definitely a little bit darker than I was expecting it to be. So hopefully we still get a lot of that purple payoff. Oh yeah, I think we're good. You know what? Ooh. I am actually going to take some of this Born This Way powder. I saw somebody do this recently. I don't remember who it was, but I was like, ooh, that's genius. I'm gonna take some of this powder because I'm pretty worried about the fallout of these darkest shades. I'm going to press this down here to hopefully prevent a bunch of color fallout. All right, now that I look like a crazy person, let's go back to that purple shade that is extremely pigmented. I'm so excited about that. And again, we're gonna start building it. Just wanna like tap it into place. And then I'm gonna take this Sigma Tapered Blending E35 brush, and I think first I'm gonna go in with it clean and just kind of work on the edges of that purple, kind of trying to bring it up into the crease a little bit. Wow, this is turning out a lot darker than I was expecting. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of that purple shade on this brush and just kind of lightly work it into that crease and on the outer part. I really like this purple color. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, and next we are going to put some concealer down kind of where this empty area is and then bring it up quite a bit, just because I have pretty hooded eyes. I mean, you can see if I'm looking straight at the camera, you don't see a lot of my lid space. So we're gonna bring that concealer up here a little bit, and that way the yellow and the pink shades that we put down will pop, because these colors are pretty dark. All right, I think that's what we're going for. And next, I think I want to put the yellow in the center first. So we're gonna pick up this brush right here. There's no name on it, it's a Morphe brush. We're gonna pick up that yellow shade, quite a bit of it, I think. We're just kind of gonna pack it right into the center. All right, we're gonna take my finger and just kind of see if we can build this up any more. Next, I think I'm gonna take this small Morphe M421 flat brush and I'm gonna take that pink shade. Oh, is this the right brush? Oh, wait. No. I know what brush I want. I want this is the brush that I wanna use. This is the Sigma Domed Utility E34 brush. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna pick up that pink shade and I wanna just put that on the outside of the yellow and kind of try and blend it between the yellow and the purple. I'm gonna put a little bit more of that yellow in the center. I think I'm gonna take that same domed utility brush and I'm gonna pick up that shade Paradiso Royal Purple, and I want to put that, not totally sure, I'm gonna pick it up first of all and I think I'm gonna put it like right out here and then maybe up here a little bit. I want that pink to be doing a little something else, and so where'd my dome utility go? I'm gonna go back to this domed utility brush. I'm going to wet it and then I'm going to pick up that bright pink, the shade Solstice with the Mostess. Oh yeah, there's that shift. But I feel as though that yellow is getting drowned out again. I'm gonna go ahead and take this blending brush. This is just the Morphe M441 brush. And I'm gonna go back into that brown shade that we used at the beginning. And I'm just gonna kind of go over the very outer of this eyeshadow look and just kind of try and blend this. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then we're gonna blend one more time. Okay, and now I am gonna put some eyeliner down just because I feel as though this look needs some eyeliner. So let me do that real fast. All right, there's definitely a lot more eyeliner on my face than I was expecting, but I think it looks okay. I mean, a dramatic eye look calls for a dramatic eyeliner look. So we are moving on to the under eyes, and I think I'm gonna do kind of the same thing that I did on top, on bottom. I might skip the brown shade on the bottom though and just go straight into the purple shade. Yeah, using this little Morphe M506 brush, and we're just gonna pick up that purple shade and start building it. And then we'll take just one of the brushes that we used for that pink shade and we'll pick up the pink shade and kind of just press it. And then finally, we will take this little brush that I used with the yellow shade, pick some of that up, and then kind of blend all of those a bit. If I had a purple eyeliner, I would definitely pop that into my waterline right now. So next, I need to put on some blush, mascara, highlight. I need something for my inner corner, but I don't know what I want to put there. Do I want to? Ooh. All right, I think I'm gonna take a little bit of the Zodiac Kathleen Lights Colourpop collaboration and pop that on the inner corner. Well, actually, I think I'm going to first take a little bit of the yellow shade we've been using. What was this? take flight, and I'm gonna kind of lightly put that in the inner corner, and then I'm gonna put this on top. Usually I just put my highlighter in my inner corner, which is this today, but I thought we'd try something a little bit different, so I don't mind using this as a part of this palette bingo. But I'm gonna take that yellow shade and kind of lightly blend it into the inner corner, and then I'm going to wet the same brush and pick up this pigment. This is the Kathleen Lights pigment in the shade The Lion, and I'm gonna just kind of press that. Oh yeah. All right, so all I have left to do is mascara and lips. So let me throw those on real fast, and then I'll show you what my final face looks like. All right, and this is the finished look. I've got my mascara on, I've got all of the eyeshadow finished, I have a lip product on. I went for a cool toned purpley color. This is actually Play It Cool by Dose of Colors, their liquid lipstick, and I really like the way that it all looks and turned out. I also did another palette bingo with this palette, like I said in the beginning of the video. So if you would like to see the other look that I came up with this palette, I will link that video down below. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to subscribe for more content from me, don't forget to do so before you go. All buttons are down below. And I think that is everything I have for you today. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.